Hello from a boisterous Cannon office building. If a deal is reached to avert the fiscal cliff, it will likely be struck in the next couple days. And yesterday, President Obama made a proposal that decreased the amount of revenue from tax increases and also curbed some entitlement spending. But today, Republicans, some of whom's offices are just behind me, said that proposal was not balanced.
We look to find the answer to solve the problem on the spending issue here in Washington. The president is not yet there. He has not come to where he needs to be in order for us to push through a bill that really does begin to address the problem.
In the event a more comprehensive deal can't be agreed to, today Speaker Boehner proposed a Plan B that would keep tax rates lower on most Americans.
Our Plan B would protect American taxpayers who make $1 million or less and have all of their current rates extended. I continue to have hope that we can reach a broader agreement with the White House that would reduce spending as well as have revenues on the table.
Post-congressional correspondent Ed O'Keefe is just a couple blocks away outside the Capitol. Ed, what is this Plan B supposed to accomplish for Republicans?
Well, that's sort of the big question of the week. Essentially, this is a plan that would raise taxes on anyone who makes more than $1 million a year, and that's it. And, because of that, there is opposition on both sides of the political aisle. You have House conservative Republicans very concerned about this because it simply violates the principle of raising taxes on anyone. And then you have Democrats who are very concerned about this and completely opposed for the most part because it only raises taxes on upper income Americans and does nothing about sequestration, does nothing to solve the spending issues, and does nothing besides taxes.
Right, Boehner emphasized this is a Plan B, so where do we stand with the Plan A?
As far as we can tell, the negotiations are continuing. The president has made it clear he doesn't like what Boehner is proposing, that he wants to work on what both sides call a balanced approach that includes both tax increases and spending cuts. As of Monday night, they were only about $400 billion apart, which in Washington terms is actually pretty good, but there were a lot of specific details to sort out regarding, again, tax increases, what exactly would be cut in spending, and would they put a patch on things like the alternative minimum tax, and how often and by how much would the debt ceiling be increased. So it looked as if Monday night they were on the verge of a deal, and they may still be. Nobody has declared this over. It's just that the Speaker threw this wrench into it in an effort, it appears, to sort of compel the president to make a quicker deal.
So this isn't quite the 11th hour, but what hour is it, and how much bigger is the window for getting a deal?
I'd say we're at maybe the 7th or 8th hour if we're nearing the 12th hour.
Oh my goodness, there's 4 more hours, Ed?
At least, yes. I mean, we're only a few days away, obviously, but you do face some sort of practical legislative concerns in that you're going to need a few days to get these bills through the system, to either clear the House first or the Senate first. Add some wrinkles to that. Obviously, you have Christmas next Tuesday. You have Christmas Eve on Monday. Conceivably, Congress would be out of session for both of those days, if not most of both of those days. You have now the death of Senator Inouye, the former Senate pro tempore, who is to be afforded a funeral at some point that conceivably many lawmakers would want to attend. The question is it going to be here in Washington? Would it be in Hawaii? It's unclear. And then there's just simply the need to write the legislation. So, we are facing that December 31st deadline with obviously a few wrinkles thrown in.
Okay, Ed, thanks for joining us for what may be the shortest remote in the history of the Washington Post. I think I can almost see you over there, but glad we're able to chat.
Anytime.